Hello, sunshine. We are still here live at the Destiny Designers University launch. I tell you, I am so excited that you are still tuned in, that you're out there in the feed. Destiny Designers University. Actually, it's Destiny Designers Community. It's just so much going on. I'm just so excited. But, you keep getting the reminders. You see Dominique out there making sure that you're getting information about our speakers, and you're just getting all of these free nuggets of information from the best of the best. I only hang out with the best. And they have blessed me with being a part of Destiny Designers University's launch. I'm so humbled by that. I'm grateful for it. I'm excited because you get to see who plays in my front row. So right now, I get to introduce to you another one, a bad mama jamma. She is sizzling hot and fearless. She's a speaker, author, coach, absolutely incredible human being. When we connected, there was just something about her energy that was intoxicating. And I said, oh, child, I don't know who she is and what she's doing, but we got to do something together, because I could just feel the authenticity of who she is as a person. And to that end, she just produced her first Playtime is Over conference, and I had the honor of being her celebrity guest host, and we had such a great time. And once again, proving the point that you cannot do this thing called life alone. It's about a community of collaborative, achievement-driven relationships that can help you grow to your next best level. So just as we say as our tagline in Destiny Designers University, this is where you graduate to the next best version of you. So with no more being said, I introduce you to Diva herself, Miss Playtime is Over, Cheryl Wood.
Stacey, I'm gonna take you with me everywhere I go from now on. You got to introduce me. No, I need that kind of introduction every time I get on a stage. How are you, my sister?
I am just blessed and grateful to be here, and just so excited that you are a part of today, and that you have been supporting and just pushing me towards releasing this, because girl, there was a minute there, I know. But I am just grateful that we're here, and we're at this point where we're talking about how people's lives can change. And Cheryl, you're using what God has given you to be a blessing. But how did you make that connection? Where was it for you that you realized that you had some gifting? You had some talent that was given to you. And how did you make the connection to really give birth to that in this world?
Yeah, I think it was something internally that was telling me there was more. You know how sometimes we get that feeling, that intuition or that gut feeling, that instinct, whatever you call it. It's that thing that is tapping you on the shoulder. It's that nudge internally that's saying, "Hey, you're destined for something more. There's something greater for you." But you keep muting your voice. You keep saying, "No, I don't have time for that. I got to raise the kids. I got to go to my job. I have all these responsibilities." And I did that for a very long time. Just muting my own voice. I kept having the feeling, but never moving forward. And I finally got tired of being tired. And I think that's the thing about women. I think there's a song, "When a woman's fed up, ain't nothing you can do about it." I was fed up with an existence, not living life, but existing in life. And then most importantly, basically showing that same example to my three kids of what it meant to exist in life, not live life. And I didn't want to perpetuate that. I didn't want to create a cycle of people who just exist. And so I got fed up. I said, I'm tired of punching a time clock. I'm tired of being in a 10 by 10 cubicle all day, every day, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, not getting back home till 7 o'clock in the evening, and barely seeing my kids. And so I made a decision. And I think that's really critical, making a decision. Because a lot of us talk about it, we think about it, we might journal about it and all this kind of stuff. We might even post on Facebook about it. All of these goals, all this stuff we want to do, but we don't make a decision about it. And I think the difference is when you make a decision, there's a shift internally that happens that propels you to create the actions to get the results that you want. That's the difference with a decision. A decision propels you to take the actions to get the results that you want. So I made a real decision. Like, this is some foolishness right here that's going on. I'm done with it, and I'm going to take baby steps. I don't care if I have to start out at rookie status, which we all start off at rookie status, but I'm going to do something different with my life. And that decision is what catapulted me forward, because I started to take the baby steps, the actions that would get me results that I'm able to see 5 years later.
Awesome. Okay, pause right there. Everybody, right in the feed at Cheryl Wood. It's the decision when you make that decision that will propel you forward to take the action. Girl, you done got me stirred up, because that is the truth. Making the decision. And so many people, Cheryl, are out there and they're listening to you and they're like, wait a minute, that sounds like me. And if something that Cheryl just said resonated with you, I want you to put it in the feed at Cheryl Wood, because this is the kind of information that's going to change the lives of individuals who are really listening and listening from a deeper place for this last quarter of 2014. Cheryl's tagline is "Playtime is over." So add that one in. Hashtag Playtime is over.
Playtime is over.
It's over, baby. But with the decision, Cheryl, 5 years ago, you decided, you started taking the actions, you started moving forward. Has it always been an easy road? And if it has, what has kept you grounded?
Did you notice you couldn't even finish the question and I was busting out laughing already?
I couldn't even ask it right.
Well, look, I tell you, perception and reality oftentimes are two completely different things. And it's so funny because people oftentimes see a snapshot of our journey through Facebook or social media, and they see us smiling and we're taking pictures or we're signing autographs like we're famous, like we've arrived, but they have no clue what goes on in our personal lives versus the public life. And a lot of that is a lot of grind, a lot of hustle, a lot of hard work. It's getting up earlier than most people will get up. It's going to bed after most people have already turned in. It is turning off the TV when other people are watching these various shows. And, no harm against that, whatever you want to do. But while they're doing that, oftentimes we're writing the next chapter to our book, or we're writing content for an event like this, or hosting an event. So we're doing the things that most people would say, oh my God, how do you keep up? It's because we make sacrifices. Just the other day, I think it was, what was it? Tuesday, I traveled to New Jersey for a speaking engagement. I was a keynote speaker for an organization there. They were having an awards luncheon. And I put on Facebook, I said, the thing about it is a lot of people say they want success, but the question is, are you willing to put in what it really takes? So that morning alone, I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I had to be at the train station by 7. I had to get on 2 trains to go to New Jersey. Now, I had delays because it was the day before people were going to travel for Thanksgiving. All right. So by the time I got there, I was already exhausted. I get there, I go to do the event, and it's like, I don't know, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock or so by the time we get settled and do the lunch and do the speaking event. Then I had to start my travels back home after I had dinner with the people who hosted the event. I couldn't be antisocial and say, no, I don't want to do dinner with y'all. I just want to go back home. Now, maybe I wanted to say that, but I couldn't say that, right? Because you never know, those relationships can develop into something more, into other opportunities. So, of course, I accepted their invitation to dinner, had dinner. Then they drove me back to the train station. And then it was the delays to get back home. So by the time I got back to DC, it was 11 p.m. Wow. Now, after that, I had to get in my car and drive to get my babies, my 3 little ones, ages 7, 8, and 10, who were at another parent's house waiting for mommy to get there. So by the time I actually walked in my door, it was 12 o'clock in the morning. It was 12 a.m. So people might not see all that. All they see is the cute little pictures, me doing selfies and taking pictures of the audience and, all this glamorous stuff. But it is so much work that goes into that perception. So the question that people have to ask themselves is, am I really all in? Am I in with both feet? Or am I in with 1 foot? Meaning when it's good, oh, I'm happy. I'm smiling. I'm putting pictures on Facebook. But when it's bad, I shrink back. See, people like us, Stacey, and people who are part of this event, we're people who don't shrink back. We say whatever it takes for however long it takes, because we know this is our destiny. This is not just a fly-by-night idea or something that sounded cute, or we came up with some cute name and it looked, wonderful to everybody else. No, this is what we feel is a birthright to us, meaning we feel that we were born to do this. This is like oxygen. This is like breathing for us. If we're not doing it, we feel like something's missing. And so for those who have that type of pulling and tugging on them, you know that because you do whatever it takes for however long it takes. So no, it ain't easy. I would say some choice words, but I'm not going to do that. But no, it ain't easy. It is hard. It takes sacrifice, and you got to be in with both feet.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, there was so much that you said. I hope you're capturing this, everybody. Don't be selfish. I want you to write down your takeaways, write down the things that resonate with you, and put it in Destiny Designers community. We want everyone to be able to see it and share it. Maybe they can't write as fast as you can write, or maybe they can't type and post it fast enough. Share it out. Let folks know what Cheryl is sharing here today. Everybody that has come to be a part of this event has come with a willing heart to be a blessing, to be of service, as we are a part of a like mind community, individuals who understand the hard grind that pays off in the end, as long as you do your work and you invest in yourself so that you can get the skills, the tools, and everything that you need in order to go to that next level. So, Cheryl, we could stay here all day for the launch. It'd just be me and you.
Amen. Yes.
Having a great time. But, as we get ready to close off this part of the interview, I just want to tell you, I'm just so thrilled to know you, proud of the work that you're doing, the fact that we can play together, that we can do this and make a difference in the lives of so many people. And I want you to just give me your last comment and word on what you feel has been the best part of investing in yourself that has allowed you this platform that you have today.
The best part is just realizing your possibilities and seeing those possibilities slowly over time become probabilities, and then those probabilities becoming a reality. I sometimes have to pinch myself now, Stacey, that 5 years ago, literally, I was punching a time clock. I mean, I'm sitting in a 10 by 10 cubicle that had no window, answering phones for someone else who was making 5, 6, 7 times what I was making. And I worked just as hard, and I gave as much as I give to my business, and I had as strong of a work ethic as I do for my own business. I gave all of that to a job, but I did that for almost 20 years and really walked away with nothing. I walked away with some skill sets that certainly help me in my business now. But other than that, I have nothing to show for that. Now, the opposite side of that is what I have to show now for just 5 years of grinding for what I believe is my God-given gift, for the vision that he placed in me to be used as a vessel to help other women to realize their possibilities. So did I think that now I would be traveling internationally and speaking on stages, sometimes in front of 100 people, sometimes in front of 1,000 people or more? No, I didn't foresee that. I didn't know the how. There were many doors that God opened that I could never have opened on my own. Those circles sometimes you look at, and it's like an invisible sign that says you don't belong here. And you think you're never going to get in that circle. And then when you're in the circle, you're like, oh, that's number God, because I could not have knocked down this door even if I wanted to. So it is the joy of being able to look back and say, oh my God, I remember when I was selling t-shirts in 100-degree weather, just hoping for something different, hoping for a different reality. I remember the days of dropping my kids off at 6 o'clock in the morning at before care and picking them up at 6 p.m. at after care. I remember sitting in my car crying, praying to God, please show me a different way, because this can't be all there is to my life. Like, I remember those times like it was yesterday. I remember the times of selling t-shirts or trying to sell t-shirts and people telling me no. Or I'm trying to sell a $25 t-shirt and they ask me, well, will you take 10 for it? I remember all of those times, but to look back, it almost seems like a dream. That now I've gone through that process. I've gone through those baby steps and allowed myself to grow and always maintain this humility of being a student. Never walking into a room where I feel like, oh, I know it all and nobody can tell me anything. Making sure that I never have that type of mentality. Making sure that I invest in myself. Even sometimes when really, technically, I couldn't afford it. I stopped eating Starbucks and I stopped eating out at lunch when I was working a full-time job. And I started putting my pennies in a bank so that I could afford the coach that I needed. So I'm all about investing in me, because that's the only way that I can expect my clients to invest in themselves. I can't expect them to do anything I wouldn't do. And so all of the whole journey, the process has been amazing. It's been wonderful. It's had ups and downs, highs and lows, but every part of it, look, I'd do it all over again. I would not exchange it. I wouldn't give the hard times away. None of it. I would go through it because it has made me such a stronger, more courageous, more bold woman who can now go out and tell other women or share with other women that yes, your possibilities can become a reality if you nurture them, if you breathe life into them, if you connect with other people like Stacey NC Grant and this university. You can do anything you want to. And I don't have to tell them that based on what I read out of a book. or based on what I saw somebody else do. I can now share that from my own truth. And that, my sister, is a powerful gift that I believe God has given me.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's why you sizzling hot. I love it. That is it. Ooh, got to do a little shimmy there. You said so much right there, Cheryl, and that ability to continue to invest in yourself, to continue to really push forward with the possibilities. I mean, there's so much. We serve an amazing God. So why would we limit ourselves? And I think we all get caught up with that. And that's the beauty of being able to do this work and inspire people to just think outside of the real holes they put on their lives and look at the abundance that God is able to provide. So, oh my goodness, we can just stay here, but I'm excited because we have some exciting things that'll be coming down in Destiny Designers University, collaborating with you. But for now, we do want them to have access to you. I'm sharing all of my best and brightest with everyone today. So how can they connect with you, Cheryl?
They can connect with me all over social media at Cheryl Empowers. That's CHERYLEMPOWERS. Cheryl Empowers on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and you can even check me out on the web at CherylEmpowers.com. And I'm so looking forward to connecting with the people who are tuned in and who know that playtime is over. They are not wasting another second, minute, hour, or day on excuses or procrastination. They are walking into their God-given greatness and their gifts without apologies and without regrets.
Awesome. Awesome. Mwah! Love you, my sister. You are amazing. Continue to do the job that you're doing. You are truly an inspiration to me and so many. And I just love the fact that we get to work together, that we get to grow together. And it is if we've been together for 20 million years. And just in a short space of time, we've just become so connected. And like I told you before, I believe in what you're doing and the work. And we will always be on this road firing them up and taking people to that next best version of themselves.
I love it. Thank you, Stacey. I love you so much. Thank you for being so authentic and so genuine. If nothing else, I mean, my sister, that is such a gift. There are so many people who have come along on my journey and some have dropped off. Some were just for a season or a reason. But you, my sister, I feel like this is a lifelong relationship. You just come with such authenticity and just a genuine spirit of wanting to be there and support another sister. And that could bring me to tears, but I look too good to be going into tears right now. So we're going to cut it off right there so my mascara won't be running. But I love you dearly. Congratulations on everything. I'm looking forward to working together.
Thank you, my sister. Bye-bye. You do look fierce.
Okay. All right.
Bye, Cheryl.
Bye.